barrio la paz no se negocia. Mi barrio es la base. En mi barrio la gente cree que algo bueno viene. En tu barrio la gente cree que algo bueno viene. En mi barrio la gente.
¿Cómo estás, Claudio? ¿Todo bien? Hola, 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 hola. Yo creo que ya estamos al aire, me parece, pero estamos oyendo de todo. Entonces, vamos a ver cómo quitamos aquí la música. Y creo que ya ahí la quitamos. ¿Sí? ¿No? ¿Me escuchan? Pero anyway, hola, 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 ¿cómo están? Cabe para arreglar un poquito aquí la pantalla, que no nos está ayudando. Ahí estamos mejor. Ok, vamos poquito a poco. Alguien que me diga cómo está la música, porque todavía estoy escuchando a nuestros grandes amigos de The Latin Trio. Pero es que no los he podido eliminar de acá, porque se me complica. Vamos a ver, ¿cómo hacemos con eso? We need to open a job for assistance. Pero ¿cómo están? Saludos, feliz Día del Amor y la Amistad. De verdad, espero que la estén pasando súper bien en sus casas, con sus amigos, con su gente, con los que quieren. Okay, I think the music is off now. Is that better? Yes, no. ¿Qué me dice don Alonso? ¿Me escucha? Bueno, yo creo que ahora sí estamos bien, estamos en vivo, estamos al aire. Y hello everybody, happy Valentine's. It is Sunday, February the 14th, which in other times it would have been a time for sending flowers and doing, lovey-dovey stuff like chocolate and going out to dinner and just having fun. But I think after this whole year of Corona time, things have changed a little bit, and we give a little more significance to what it really means to be what love really means, and what is love, and how many types of love are there. I mean, we have friends, we have family, we have significant others, we have pets. I mean, pets have grown to be really parts of our family. So that's one of the things we're talking about today. We are live at Café Corazón in the heart. Corazón means heart, so we're in the heart of Coco at Café Corazón on the day of the heart. So three great things right here. We have our friend Claudio, who, if you come to Café Corazon right now, they're doing caricatures. So they can do a caricature of you and your significant other, or just you that you love yourself so much. And he was here yesterday. He's going to be here all day today. So come on down and enjoy. They have all kinds of stuff. It's already 1 o'clock, so it's time for lunch, but they have cocktails. They have the Numu, the artesanal. How do you say artesanal? Artisanal? No, craft beer. They have craft beer. They have the best sangria. Oh my God, it is so good. So please come on down and enjoy Café Corazon for a little bit. We are going to talk. One of the great things we're talking about today is with a very good friend of mine. Her name is Aileen Rees. We've known each other for forever. She is a psychologist who has a podcast called Asi Como lo es. That would be like the way, just like we see it, just as we see it. Maybe I guess we'll translate it in a little bit when we're on with her. But with her, we're going to discuss little things like that, like what do we do? What's going on with our feelings, and how do we show our feelings now that we're in almost a few more months. Once everybody's vaccinated, hopefully we can say bye bye to COVID, maybe. Yes. But we got to be positive. Yes, COVID is ciao ciao, bye bye, no more Corona time. Anyway, so that's what we're doing today. Um, Stay tuned. I'm going to go to some of our little commercials and stuff, and we'll be right back. Okay, see ya. Okay, so I'm back, and in a little bit, we're gonna have Eileen connecting. I don't see her there yet, but okay, so while she comes, we can go to one more. We have some messages here. Of course, we have somebody new here. His name is Jorge. Jorge Arturo, ¿cómo estás? He says, hello. Where are you calling? Where are you seeing us from? I don't think we've seen you before. Jorge Soto. And of course, our one and only, our number one, um, ¿cómo se dice? Number one fan, don Alonso, que siempre está muy pendiente del programa. Él es el que siempre va a estar ahí, definitivamente. Eso. I like the likes. I like likes. Okay. Our audio, can anybody tell me how's the audio? Because we're almost in the middle of the street right here. I can actually see the beach, and I see Carla taking pictures of me. Let me pose. But come on down. This is such a great ambiance. I mean, I'm like literally 15 steps from the beach. I can see the beach right here. Está el paseo de temporada y Café Corazón tiene ese ambiente lindísimo y así tan de corazón, de verdad. Lo que les digo, de verdad, la sangría está muy, muy, muy buena. Tienen que probarla. Y bueno, si mientras se nos conecta Aileen, vamos a ir a ver otra vez unos mensajes de mucho interés. We're going to have some messages of lots of interest. And while I'm doing that, because, you know, I'm a one-man show here, then I'll be able to call on her and see why she's not in. So let's do that for a little bit right here, and we'll be right back. Don't go away.
Mírala, se ve pequeñita, pero carga 7 veces su peso. Y esta parece insignificante, ¿no? Pero sin ellas se frena la cadena que alimenta al mundo. Pequeño no significa que no sea grande. Despertarse temprano para abrir tu negocio en medio de una pandemia no es algo pequeño. O hacer horas extras para que alcances a llegar antes de cerrar. Son accionistas, presidentes, gerentes de compras, contadores y ahora, más que nunca, gerentes de limpieza. No tienen departamento de recursos humanos porque son pequeños. No lo necesitan porque son gigantes. Nunca tuvieron servicio a domicilio, pero para la abuela sí. Se acuerdan de los nombres y equipos de fútbol de todo el barrio, porque claro, tienen memoria de gigante. Mira si lo son. Muchos te conocen desde antes de nacer. Los llaman pequeños comerciantes, aunque todos sabemos que son gigantes. Hoy, sé grande como ellos. Apóyalos. Seguí yendo donde María, a donde Carmen, a donde José. Al negocio más cercano que tengas. Es lo más parecido a quedarse en casa cuando tenés que salir a comprar. Porque separados, todos somos pequeños, pero juntos somos gigantes.
Autocuidado es saber que vamos a pasar esto juntos. Por eso en Automercado buscamos beneficiar a cientos de familias que se han visto afectadas por la emergencia del COVID-19 en las zonas de influencia cercanas a nuestros supermercados en el país. Donaremos al menos 2,000 paquetes solidarios que cubren las necesidades básicas de alimentación e higiene para apoyar a los hogares afectados por el COVID-19 de nuestras comunidades. Es tiempo de ayudar a quien más lo necesita.
Ya voy saliendo. ¡Ey! Ok, ya regresamos. Chicos, les cuento, vean. Yo no soy muy de tomar cerveza, pero esta es la famosa Numu, que es it's a craft beer, and it's made right here in Guanacaste, and I'm going to try it real quick. Like, I'm not promoting people to drink, but beer is natural, you know? Beer has, ¿cómo se llama? Cebada, and that's like nutritional, so it's okay, okay? Oh my God. Quite refreshing. Yes, it is. Oh, yes, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, we have our friend Aileen in the green room. Let me put her in real quick. Give me some time. As you know, I'm in the one-man show, so I do everything myself. So we're going to put here, well, what happens is that I need la doble tracción para ver bien. Eso hablábamos ahora que. Ok, listo. Olis, ¿cómo estás? Vamos a ver, ¿me escuchas? ¿Sí o no? You're muted. Yeah, you're muted again. Muted in sound level. Let's see. Espérate, mientras te trato de encontrar volumen, creo que soy yo la que te tengo muted. So let me check on that, which would be right there. No, that's good. There. Now, ahora sí. No, todavía. Sorry, ya lo vamos a resolver de alguna manera. ¿A vos no te parece que nada tuyo esté muted? It says muted in sound levels. Yeah, that's what I heard something. No? Muted sound effects. And, there we go. Okay, ahora sí. Yo creo que ahora sí.
Ahora sí. ¿Ya me oís?
Perfectamente. ¿Cómo estás, Aileen? I was telling now. I
Super.
forgot to tell you. I forgot to tell you. Did I tell you this was in English? No, right?
Sure, go ahead.
I did that in another interview, and the girl was like, "What?" And she froze. But anyway, I do a lot of Spanglish, so that's okay. Okay, voy a quitarme la doble fracción. Entonces cuéntanos. No, I was telling everybody. So I've known Aileen for, oh my goodness, God only knows how long. It's been like forever, and we were such good friends while I lived in San Jose. Then she went and lived in El Salvador, but that friendship is still there, and it's still there. We just don't see each other as much as we would love to, right?
Yes, we should start seeing it more often, definitely.
It's important. It's important. So
It is important, especially at this time.
Right?
Oh,
so
beautiful.
But because I just need people to know and understand the beauty of what Aileen has done. Aileen is a psychologist, and she started a podcast. And this podcast is about a lot of stuff because actually from what I think basically it's the neuroscience, right? That's one of the important things that you kind of, hint about, but that covers so much. Emotions, love, resilience, so many things that I started listening to the podcast, and I just can't stop. I can't stop. I keep listening over and over because it's like it's like you're talking about me. It's like you're not talking about my friend, and you're not talking about this, and you're talking about me. Exactly. I get all those emotions and those feelings that we have towards friends, towards our loved ones, towards our own selves. Is science, and it's there, and it's things. The most thing that I got is that these are things that we learn. Cierto.
Cierto, you're absolutely right.
So tell us a little bit. How did this start? How did this whole podcast start?
Well, I've been working in human resource for such a long time, and lately what we've been listening is people complaining about their well-being,
Exactly.
and we approach human resource from a business standpoint, and we've always been there. You leave your feelings at home. This is your job environment. And I also, I'm a coach. I'm a certified professional coach.
Exactly.
And we always, try to tell the people, you have to leave your emotions. You have to, be more, less emotional. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Be more professional. But since last year, we've been listening to people, and we found that there is a very important space that we were not using. It's all the things that have to do with emotions, all the things that have to do with how do I feel, how do I relate to others. And during the pandemic, we decided, we're going to go all the way. We're going to stop, telling people to stop showing their emotions, but stop and then start showing your emotions. And that's how this is all began. And it's been very nice, very refreshing, it's very freeing, telling people, you can feel the things you feel, and you have to share the things you're feeling. Exactly. And
I guess.
Exactly, yes. And all these things about neuroscience teaching us that we have to be in contact with the way we feel, and we have to learn how to manage our feelings in order to be more successful, in order to relate better to people. And this is all what we're doing right now, and it's really nice. Some people have difficulties, because showing what you feel or talking about how you feel or understanding why others people feel the way they do, it's kind of uncomfortable for some, but we're trying to to break that mold and set a new one. Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is, because we always say that, but saying it, okay, show your emotions, or say what your emotions are. It's not just be irresponsible about it, because if we keep them in, one of the things I was listening is scientifically what happens to our bodies, how cortisol and all those bad things that happen to us have to do with repressing those emotions. Actually, there are scientific proof that cancer is, can be produced or created or generates those repressed emotions can cause cancer. Correct?
Exactly.
Oh,
No,
by the way,
since we're
I think, look, Shayla is saying, hello, Aileen. Shayla, my sister from Tampa.
fun. Hello,
From
long time
Florida.
no see you.
Long time, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Oh, how
anyway, I'm
nice.
sorry to interrupt you. So,
Yes. One of the things since quantum physics now is showing us how important it is to, all the things we think is how we become, and has been proven scientifically. So, let's try to have thoughts that will help us. Because you've heard of the placebo effect, haven't you?
right.
Like when somebody tells this pill will cure you and you will
Right.
feel fine, and think happy thoughts. But then we forget the nocebo effect, that is the contrary. Bad
Okay.
thoughts will influence your life. Like good things can influence your life, bad things can influence your life. And
Exactly.
it's the same rate of difficulty if you think some happy thoughts or you think some negative thoughts. So what we're trying to
Exactly.
do is teach people how the nocebo effect really can, alter your health, your relations, and everything around you. So, we have to work hard. Not, maybe it's not the right word, not working hard. We have to work efficiently in order to be able to manage our feelings in the best way possible. So we'll have better health, better relationships, and
But okay,
benefits in
but
general.
let's just say that there's a real actual feeling. I mean, your dog died, and there is pain. There is, I mean, you lost your job, so you
Yes.
also have to show those negative, and they're not negative. They're just feelings. I mean, you're hurting. Somebody did something wrong to you. I mean, we are human. There are those negative feelings that are there. So what exactly do you mean when? I mean, is it, do I choose? Well, maybe it was better that he died. I mean, what? How do we channel those feelings?
Okay. No. We are human beings to begin with. We're going to have good feelings and bad feelings. That's a fact.
Normal.
But what we're trying to tell people is, if you don't have to stay in the feeling for a long time.
Exactly.
You don't have to be 24 hours feeling sad or feeling guilty, because all those feelings, it takes the same energy to feel those feelings in a negative way as to feel them in a positive way. It's not that you're going to be happy all the time. It's not that you're going to have feelings all the time. But you have
Exactly.
to be aware that in those moments when you start feeling all these horrible things, and you start telling yourself all these horrible things, you have to
Feeling
stop and tell yourself, why am I doing this? What is this coming from? And one funny thing about memory is that we tend to go back in memory and make things much bigger than they were. Studies have
right.
shown that 65% of our memories are exaggerated. They didn't happen the way they happened. So sometimes we get stuck in a feeling, in a thought, in a memory, and it's actually not real,
Right.
because what happened is not what we remember, but we are constantly thinking about it and moving all these emotions for something that probably didn't happen, or didn't happen the way we remember how it happened. And so
Exactly.
it's a little bit of this. It's not something that you can change all at once, but it's just making people aware work with our feelings, that we can work our emotions, and that we can become happier with ourselves, and especially,
Right. And
this is a nice day because it's a friendship day.
exactly. And one of the
And
things that
and so,
I think you mentioned, you're about to have a another podcast about happiness. And when you think about happiness, it's just I think I learned this a long time ago. Happiness is a state of mind. And if you're in that state of mind and then your dog dies tomorrow, I mean, you still look at things in a positive way. Not that it's positive that the dog died, but in a way you don't change like from okay, I'm happy now, I'm going to be sad for 10 years because this happened, or I'm going to be negative. I think it also has to do with being negative or positive, because you can be happy or unhappy, but you can just be a person that the first instinct about anything, oh, it's going to rain. If it's just cloudy, oh, this is nice. It's, the weather, the sun went down because it's really hot here right now. And you say, oh, this is great, this is going to cool us off. It's different than saying, now it's raining, it's going to rain all afternoon. I guess in a way that's basically what, how you would think about it, is just look at things in a positive way instead of bringing out the negative at the very beginning.
exactly. And another important thing is that you have to be responsible for your actions. We tend to blame everybody else for the things that happen around us. Take full
Exactly.
responsibility.
Right.
When you take full responsibility, then you're liberated from everything else. And when you say, okay, yes, I'm responsible for my life, I'm responsible for the way I feel, I'm responsible for the way I think, then I liberate everybody else, because I don't have to find who's guilty about the things that happened to me. And so that's very
Exactly.
liberating, and that's something that we need to understand. We are responsible for our own lives, and we
Right.
have to be
And it's a
happy with
way
our own
of
lives.
saying, okay, I did wrong this time, I'll do it better the next time. But yeah, not blaming anybody. Well, for people that are not that mature,
Exactly.
who love to love to blame anybody else, but that is a stepping process, and I think that is really, really great. And you know what? It's already 2 o'clock. This is amazing. I would love, first of all, what is the name of the podcast? I love it. It's Asi Como lo es, which in English would be just the way you see it, or
Okay.
how would you translate it? Because in Spanish, I understand the sense of it very
J-
well.
ah, well, I don't know how you put it in. What? Como lo
I
ves,
would
you
say,
see it. You said it right. And
yeah,
see that came about.
just as you see it, right?
And
And I'm showing right now on the
just
screen
as you
Angie
see
Carvalho.
it.
I don't know if sometimes we have the lags, but Angie Carvalho, that just said hello and happy Valentine, is a friend of mine that I mentioned to
Oh.
you as well. And we're going to have her next on the show.
Oh,
Because
nice.
we're all in the same, and I want to call it like Marcel Zúñiga said, in the same frequency. This is like, I don't know, the age of Aquarius started in December or something, and we have to align to that frequency. I know it sounds a little bit too woo, but it's true. It's so true. I mean, Angie, I don't think you've been on the show before, and all of a sudden I'm talking to Aileen, and then Angie comes in with, and we're all, you'll see, she's going to be on the show next week. Hopefully, Angie, yes, maybe. And but it's all about giving
good.
that information. Angie's also a coach, just like you, and we need people like you to reset our minds, re-educate us, so that we can see. I think the fact that we had COVID in this pandemic worldwide was to really to say, hey, wake up. What are you doing? It is okay to have feelings. It is okay for bad things to happen, and you have to move on. You need to move on, even if bad things happen. So I want to thank you really, really, and we are going to have you back because there's so much information. But in the meantime, I want people to be just as excited as I am and have them listen to your podcast. I listen to mine on Spotify, but do you have it on any other platforms or where else? I think you sent me a link.
Yes, we have it on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and you can find us also on Instagram, So come listen to the podcast. Leave us your comments. It would be very nice to answer questions and to be here with you to share this moment. And you know what? We have to start broadcasting all this good news to the people and letting people, feel good about themselves, because after what happened to us last year, we have to change. We really have to embrace happiness,
It's
happiness and
important.
beauty
It's
all
so
around
important
us.
because the whole body
Exactly.
regenerates. We get new neurons and new cells, and we look happier and younger, which is important at our age. So really,
And we
thank you
get
so much.
immune. Happiness
Oh
brings
yes,
in
yes.
actually it boosts your immune system, and then things will not affect you as much as if when you're tense or depressed or you're compromised.
That is so very true. So very true. So let us all be happy on the happy day of friendship and love. And love in such a different way. This is not the here's the flowers and here's the chocolate. It's a broader concept of love, and love for all of our friends, love for everybody, but most important, love to ourselves. And Aileen, de verdad que te agradezco muchísimo. Creo que vas a tener que hacer un podcast en inglés y en español ahora, porque vas a tener followers que tal vez no hablan tanto español. Y los invito, amigos, de
Ay,
verdad.
perfecto. Qué
De
bueno.
verdad. Hay que producir de todo, y en francés y en todos los idiomas. ¿Qué pasa? Y también tenemos que invitar a que
Buenísimo,
todos
buenísimo, amiga.
Dime.
Con mi amiga Unimar, otra cosa, cuando quieran, we'll be very happy to join you again. And we're
Yes.
very happy now. And you know what? And let's love everybody, actually, Let's live life very happy, okay?
Happiness, that's the word for the month, for the year, for 2021. It is happiness. Un beso, Aileen, de verdad. Nos estamos hablando y chao.
Un beso. Ciao.
Okay, so that was Aileen. That was my very, very good friend. And I'm also very happy to see Angie. No sé si todavía estás por ahí, pero tenés que ir a ver el podcast de ella. Y de verdad que así te pongo ya en compromiso públicamente para que you should be with us for the next show. Because we need to continue to, how do you say, contagiar. We need to make this contagious where everybody will be on the same page and the same sintonía. So guys, I think that should be all for today. We try to make our shows in half an hour so we don't get too bored and that we want to continue to watch them. So please go to Asi Como Lo Es. I'm sorry I don't have the graphics today. I was really running because of this beautiful day, but it's easy. Asi Como Lo Es in Instagram, in Facebook, or in Spotify. That is the podcast. And we will see you next week. Take care. Ciao.